I'm going to talk about creating events in the event manager. Now, of course, remember the difference between the different types of data or different types of things on the system. Events are upcoming events. Um, Products are things that you can purchase, like downloads or tickets. Uh, Static pages are just that. They're pages that have just plain static text on them. So obviously, to create an event, you're not creating a page. You're creating an entry in the events manager. So we go over here on our dashboard under events, click on events. That's where I am already, but we'll just click on it anyway, just for fun. And it'll show you all the events that are there right now. So we have Psychic Healing Fair, etc., etc. Now, a kind of an unfortunate thing here. Unlike products, they give you a nice duplicate button. So once you have one built, you can just dupe it and make changes. Well, you can't quite do that here yet. I'm going to suggest that they add that, but it isn't here yet. However, what you can do is have another window open. So, for instance, here I have another window open to this events list. So I'm just going to open one of these, like, say, that one. And that way I can borrow text that's already formatted the way I want it, for instance. And I can also just look at the layout and look at what choices were made. Okay. So I had to pause it there for a minute because I wanted to fix the type of these. These should be H6, by the way. Okay, heading 6. Anyway, we'll go back here, and I'm going to say add a new event. All right. And it should give us a blank form. Now, this is much easier if you have a larger screen. I had to bring the screen down to fit the screencast. Now, since this is an event that's already on the old Joomla system, I'm just going to pop over here and grab things from it. Now, in this case, the name of the event is simply Diane Corcoran. So we'll just put that in here. And let's see. We have, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop over to this one here, and I'm going to get the text that's here. Let's see. I can do this on this tiny screen. Yeah, I just did a Control A to highlight everything. I'm going to copy, and I'll come over here, and I'll say paste. Okay. Now this still talks about Rita Strauss-Berkowitz, so we'll come over here to Diane Corcoran. I'm going to borrow that text, and I'll highlight the thing I want to replace. Now, here's kind of an important thing to know about. I'm going to right-click, and wait, slight misstep there. If you just paste in while you're in the visual mode here, if there's any formatting on the text, it'll carry over, and that's kind of probably not what you want, really. The cleaner way is to go to text mode. Now, in text mode, you're actually looking at some raw HTML, but in this case, I'm just pasting some plain old text in with no formatting. So I'm just going to right-click here and say paste. You could also go Control Z, and I'll pop back to visual. So just bear in mind, it's cleanest, I think, to work with plain text when you're building these things. And then in specific areas, you can apply a style. For example, these highlights here. I've set up heading 6 to be kind of a bold purple of a certain size that's useful. So use heading 6. And I just did that in the style sheet. I hand coded a style sheet that does that. So anyway, so here we have the text of the description of the event, and it talks about Tom Hildebrand's water and all that stuff. Okay, now we need to do other things. Let's see what other things we might want to do here. Well, we want to set the date and time for one thing. So this is happening on August 7th, 2014, 7:15 to 9:30. So August 7th, right? Okay, so event date and time, we click here. Okay, August 7th, and 7:15 p.m. to, what was it, 9:30, okay, 9:30 p.m. Okay. We've already set up the TCSL venue, so we just pick that one. Now, in these events, you can just in your mind substitute speaker for the word organizer, okay? They have a thing called organizer, and I'm treating the organizer as the speaker. So, use new organizer. Now, these are speakers that already knows about, okay, ones I've already created. And this person is one that we've not used before, so I am going to just type in Diane Corcoran, and don't need to put anything else in there. I'm just going to, by the way, just save what I have. I'm going to say publish right now. That'll just kind of save where we are. Okay. Now, we have just a couple more things we need to do. In this field called additional events fields, we want to put in this text that shows up with the price. This is not enforcing anything. This is simply some display text that shows up. I just typed in $, and because I've entered it before, my browser is remembering the text I'd entered, which is this. This is the standard thing we say. We say $10, semicolon, $8, seniors and students. Okay? So that's that. Now, add a new ticket. All right. For these events, you want 2 tickets. You're going to have the senior and student discount ticket, and you're going to have the full price ticket. So, this is August 7th. So, here's kind of a standard I've been using. I go senior/student. Senior/student dash name of the speaker, Diane Corcoran, and then the date. And we can use 2014. Well, we could use whatever we want. Some of the other ones I use that format, but let's let's just go. Let's go 8/7/2014 for the date. I'm going to copy all this, paste it into the description. Senior student admission. Okay. They could be whatever you want. That's what's going to show up on the purchase page. Price $8. Notice if you wanted to put these on sale for a particular time, you can do it right here. You can say start a sale price at a certain time. In any event, we'll save this ticket. We're going to create another one. We'll say add new ticket, and we'll say regular price 15. I'll borrow that. Put that in there. Price $10 on this one, and save that ticket. Now this is actually doing kind of an interesting thing. This integration of adding a new ticket into the event is kind of a cool thing. It's actually creating a product over in the WooCommerce products section. All right, it's very nice. So that's really all you need to do. However, if you had a photo, we can add it. Let's see if I can see where it is here. I'm used to having it much wider. Where is it? So we'll show you how to add a picture. I did a search for Diane Corcoran. I believe this is the right one. She's talking about near-death experience. It's probably her. I'm going to right-click on this picture. Oh, by the way, I searched using Google Image Search. Very, very handy thing. Right-click on it, and I'm going to save the image locally to my machine. I'll just put it over here. Let's see here. Right at the root of that for a moment. Okay. Now, we'll pop back over here. Now, I was having trouble finding it earlier. When the screen's wider, featured image is over to the lower right, but this is kind of a crunched view, and they rearrange it. Anyway, scroll around until you find the thing that says featured image. Now, there's nothing there right now. You say set featured image, okay? Now, this is going to show us our media library that's already things that have already been uploaded, and you could pick one of these pictures, but we don't have the picture yet. So we say upload file. You can drag and drop, or you can say select and then browse, and there's the one we just picked. We're going to say that. It's uploading it right now. There it is. I'll say set featured image. Bang. And there she is. Okay. And we'll say update. Okay, and we're about done here. I am going to click the preview changes just so we can see what it looks like. That opens it in a new tab, by the way. Someday when I grow up, I'll have a fast internet connection. And there it is. Okay. And there's our picture, etc., etc. Okay. Now, of course, when you get more data, you can go back in and update this text. But that's about it, about creating an event. That's what you do. Okay.